All right. Good morning. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Mr. Clintastik. And we are preparing to jump into a. Uh-oh. Ooh. I thought we were going into a quick draft Zendikar Rising. But it looks as if it's already gone back to Throne of Eldraine. Let me update those titles. Kind of had my hopes set on Zendikar Rising. Okay. So yeah, we could do another Kaladesh, but I guess this is going to be a traditional draft of Zendikar Rising. Which is fine. No problem at all. All right. Slight change to the agenda, but you know, it happens. All right. So, haha. Let's try this again. It's a bird, It's a plane. It's Mr.Clintastik, preparing to jump into a traditional draft of Zendikar Rising here on MTG Arena. If you enjoy my content, please be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to help our channel grow in the future. I've been doing a lot of Kaladesh remastered drafts, which, I mean, I probably could have did one this morning. But I do believe I'm done with those. I don't necessarily play Historic, so a lot of the cards I'm getting, unless I decide to play Historic, which I might very well do, just won't be too beneficial to our collection. So let's get back into some standard legal cards or some legal sets in Limited. Hopefully we have people to play with. I don't see why we wouldn't. I don't see why we wouldn't. This, I guess this is an advantage that the quick draft has. You know, the word quick does imply swift. So usually when you jump into a quick draft, boom, it's ready to go. No problems. But when you are playing with other drafters, you got to wait for the seats to be full. And maybe people aren't, you know, drafting Zendikar Rising right now, traditionally. They might be all on Kaladesh. Okay. So there's 4 more seats to fill. And I guess I need to go in and start getting my mind into Zendikar Rising. Because we have been in Kaladesh for a while. Landfall's a major mechanic. Aristocrats is a major mechanic. Wizards, another major mechanic. Those are really the 3 decks that I'm concerned about. Oh, geez. Let's try that again. I'm baffled that it would take that long to fill seats, but I think I'm gonna go with what I like to play is basically just removal and flyers. There's some great cards in blue like Cunning Geyser Mage. And the 2-drop they can kick and bring spells back. A lot of people have played this Lowell Mage's Domination. 3-drop X blue. Costs 3 less to cast if the targets a creature whose controller has 8 or more cards in their yard. Gain control of the target creature with converted mana cost X. I've seen it a lot, but I just haven't played with it much. We also have Into the Royal, and I'm going to give this a higher value here because it's just like Leaving the Dust, and in Kaladesh, Leaving the Dust was one of my go-to spells. Roost of Drakes. We've had a great draft with Roost of Drakes before. Just blue has a lot to offer, in my opinion, that I really like. Jeez. So I guess this is a testament to how the Zendikar Rising queue is looking for a traditional draft. Yikes. Are people just chilling? Or they might just be in Kaladesh. Maybe that's exactly what we should be too this morning. I think blue-black is pretty viable too. Ghastly Gloom Hunter 2-drop, 1/1 lifelinker. I really like my 2-drop flyers. That's kind of what my favorite thing to do is just drop a 2-drop flyer in the air on turn 2 and start picking in. The amount of Sky Dancer. I've been overlooking these things a little bit too much, I think, recently. I'm going to place a little bit of a higher value on cheap flyers. And I'll probably add a higher value to Subtle Strike. It really just goes well with that 3-drop artifact. This is just... I'm sorry, guys. I didn't think it was going to take this long to join the queue. Let me, what we got here? I'm going to need some comments in the comment section below before I start dropping game codes. Just give a shout out, you know, give a share. We'll have this thing underway soon enough. But yeah, black has a lot of good things I like in Zendikar Rising. Red isn't necessarily my favorite in limited, simply because it doesn't typically have like hard removal. But there are some things that can give you advantage. I'm just looking, like the Hellhound in you know, in the 1-drop slot isn't always the greatest. They have Royal Eruption. Yeah, I really think Royal Eruption is like the best. I mean, they got Thundering Rebuke as well. 4 damage target creature of Walker. And Valakut Exploration. I just feel like red might be a little underpowered for my way of play. Yay, we made it. We made it. About time. About damn time. But it gave us a little bit of time to kind of review some of the cards going on, like, that we need to keep in mind. Like, maybe green is worth going into as well. I like things like Jiraga Visionary, come in, draw a card when it ETBs. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens. What do we have in our rare slot? No Priest of Oblivion. Menace, lifelink, 2 mana card. You can kick it for 4. When it ETBs, if it was kicked, return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Not horrible. Two 2/1 lifelinker. I mean, there's Subtle Strike and Deadly Alliance as well. So, and as well as the Wind Rider Wizard. Oh, geez. I'm going to go with the Deadly Alliance. Just hard removal. I'm going to try to play as smart as I can today. There were some cheaper spells that I really would have liked. I don't like going for the big 5-drop, but it's straight up destroy a creature or planeswalker. Very relevant. There's Celebrant, but there's also the Wind Rider Wizard here. We missed one in pack 1, and this pack doesn't have any removal to overlook. I mean, there's Glacial Grasp, but Glacial Grasp is a great card, by the way. There's also, of course, Celebrant. You know, these are just things to be considering. I hope comes around. I really hope that Glacial Grasp comes around. So blue might just be where we need to be. Maybe blue-black. There's a Cunning Geyser Mage, which is excellent. You know, we don't want the opponents necessarily going into our colors, but we're going to grab the Gloom Hunter. Like I mentioned earlier, I just like having my 2-drop flyers. And we're not going to grab a double white spell, especially right now. We're deep in blue-black with all playable spells. We're going to just grab Into the Royal. As I mentioned earlier, the kicker ability to draw a card is very relevant. I mean, we could grab Blood Price. But as I mentioned earlier, Jiraga Visionary is just, it's a potent card on its own. It's also a wizard, surprisingly. So let's not close ourselves out to really good cards just because not on color. Okay, people are really passing up these alliances. We're just going to nab them up. I mean, Skulker's not bad. We'll grab it up just to have, we can at least have another party member if necessary. And there's Glacial Grass. There's also Raptor. I think I'm going to grab the Grasp over the Raptor. And just kind of stick to the blue-black strat. We'll see how that works for us. Oh, Subtle Strike came back to us. We'll nab that up. Another Glacial Grasp. Another Expedition Skulker. I mean, we already have one Glacial Grasp. We do want our 2-drops. We do want our 2-drops. Alright, we'll grab the Sneak. We might end up needing more creatures. We never know. Living Tempest. I'm going to grab it. If we're going to have a 5-drop, might as well have a 5-drop blue flyer. Anti-Cog and Blood Price. We'll just grab up the Blood Price. If we don't have access to draw power, we might have it there. Let's take out all these things. Put in the side. I like just keeping my support spells off in the side and kind of looking at what our main strategy is going to be. Ooh-wee. Alright. So we got a really good card here in Nighthawk Scavenger, Flying, Death Touch, Lifelink. Power equal to 1 plus the number of card types among cards in your opponent's graveyard. I mean, another option is Bubble Snare. Bubble Snare is really good. But we want to make sure that we're kind of dominating the black scheme here. But I do feel Bubble Snare is high consideration. I mean, we can just grab up the Acquisitions Expert. Over the Royal Mage? I mean, Royal Mage gets us something back. But it's not always guaranteed. We'll just go with the Expert. Easy into the Royal here. Ooh-wee. Did someone pass us a Roost of Drakes? Wow, this pack has a lot of things we want. Gloom Hunter, Into the Royal. We're definitely looking to be the blue player. Jeez, I don't want to pass that Into the Royal, but Roost of Drakes is just amazing. We'll grab the Cascade Seer. So we seem to be the ones in blue. We'll grab this free Geyser Mage. Basically. Oh, geez. We'll grab up this Field Research. We also have access to Scythe Cat. But I don't think we're going to be in green at all. We'll just grab Field Research. Goes with our Rooster Drakes. I'm actually just going to grab this Blood Priest. We already have one Blood Price. Maybe we just grab a Mind Drain. Just in case. It would have been nice if the Gloom Hunter would have came around. But it didn't. I mean, I guess we can consider the Silencer. It's just, some of these cards are just not things that I prefer to play. And we got a lot of things in the 2 and 3 drop slot, but we don't have anything in the 1 drop slot. Not the end of the world, but we do want to get started as soon as possible. We only have one Ghastly Gloom Hunter, Scavenger, Tempest. We don't have a lot of flyers at all. That's what I prefer to have. Okay, a free Hybrid Land spell. We'll grab it. We legit could have had 3 into the Royals. That would have been sweet. Alright, is there anything here for us? Definitely not the rare 7-drop green card. Hexproof and haste. Jeez, it would be nice to have it. We're just going to grab the Stinger here. We do have rogues that we can tap that might help. Surefoot Infiltrator. I think we do have enough rogues to shoot for it. There's also just another Deadly Alliance and a Sky Dancer. Oh, Lord. We have so many removal spells. I'm definitely going for the Scavenger there. Here's a Sentinel. Sentinel's not bad, but there's also just a Merfolk Wind Robber, just a 1/1 flyer. I'm just gonna grab it here. We don't have any 1/1. I mean, early game 1-drop flyers. We're gonna grab Gloom Hunter here. All right, just pass us everything we need, opponents or drafters. We'll get another Cunning Geyser Mage. Oh, geez. There's Feed the Swarm and Sky Dancer. We'll nab up that Feed the Swarm. I'm gonna grab the familiar. I don't know why I felt like that was a pick, but I went on and grabbed it. Sky Dancer came around for us? Okay, we got a playset of Deadly Alliances. So we're probably going to have to go, like... We're definitely going to have to play at least 17 lands. Right? But I do think that we pretty much activated our party. We should have a Wizard, Rogue, Warrior, Cleric. Do we have a Warrior? Come on now. Okay, we have one Warrior. Tazim Raptor. Alright. We got 40 gems off that. I think this is going to be very interesting. I mean, I think Roost of Drakes is just an automatic. We'll see. But I am pretty sure it's automatic. This land is pretty much automatic too. So let's put those there. I mean, we could easily splash green. We'll come back to that. If, like, we just don't have to. That's the thing. Okay. So let's get these out of here. I just want to look at my creatures. 21 creatures. We don't need all these creatures. I'm not a big fan of the Cleric here. Not a big fan of the Highborn Vampire, or the Sneak, or the Dreadworm. Not even personally a fan of the Seer. Like, it lets you scribe, but it doesn't draw you cards. I would much rather have the green card. The Visionary in that spot. I'm not even huge on the Silencer. Okay. We want to have at least 15 creatures, and that's where we are currently. So let's go on and bring in our removal. This Tempest might get cut. We have 4 Deadly Alliances. Costs 1 less to cast for each creature in our party. So it could end up being like a 4 mana card. 3 mana card. We just need our evasive threats for sure. I think Tempest would be one, Scavengers would be one, Sky Dancer. So yeah, we're gonna run the Deadly Alliances, the Into the Royals, of course. Palaka Predation, we'll run that, cut a black. Feed the Swarm. Glacial Grasp. Roost of Drakes. Like, we're not necessarily a mill strat, so we could probably cut the Stinger. Let's look at our average curve. 2.9 with 14 creatures. We are hoping to make creatures with the Roost of Drakes. We got to remember that. Field research might actually be a little bit better since we are running Roost of Drakes. I mean, we could just go down to 15 lands. Risky, I know. But I really want to play everything we got here. And we can just hope to... really hope to hit our lands. And we got 15 lands plus predation, so... maybe that'll help. So this is what I'm feeling right now. Let me know what you guys think. This is absolute garbage. I think it'd be at least an interesting playthrough. And it's best 2 out of 3. So, you know, we have a bad game 1. We can make some adjustments. Boom. Let's slap some sleeves on here. And we will be ready to go. All right. We are ready for action. We are ready for action. We'll keep. Yeah, we got 2 Nighthawks. Oh, did they double mulligan? In game 1? What up, Kiwi? Thank you for tuning in. Alright. We don't have a blue mana for the Wind Robber, but... You say Judge? Funny. We're gonna drop the Gloom Hunter for no value off the kicker. It's just a 2/2. I mean, a 2 mana 1/1 lifelink. Lotus Cobra. Okay. Nice. Cleric. We're just gonna play Acquisitions Expert. And we should be able to play this Deadly Alliance on the Felidar. What up, Tiger Claws? They're getting a lot of value over here with Landfall and the Cobra, but, I mean, we're just stacked with removal. I'm just not that lucky, Kiwi, to put together the infamous rogue strat. Yeah. Yeah, it's brutal. We're gonna Daily Alliance. Let's get that out of our way and let's just swing in full. All right. And so if they play some big guy, we'll have to use the feed the swarm on it. But I didn't want them to remove a creature and then we'd be out of luck. Oh, this is even better. This this is perfect. Drop. We take 2 life. Yep. They're on the blocking block now. Alright, let's see if they can recover. We haven't even hit our blue lands. We have no access to blue mana, so... let's just swing in. We're losing a lot of tempo not having access to our blue lands. Alright, they get more lands out their deck. Sky Dancer, we can flash that in. They really need a flyer or at least a reach creature. Brute. It's better than nothing. Yeah, they're tired of our Gloom Hunter for sure. Sweet. We'll just swing in the air for 2. Constrictor. Ha! Alright. So the opponent's definitely gonna think we're mono black. We're just gonna drop the Gloom Hunter again, no value. Alright. That's an exploding head. Ah! I mean, we're going to run it back. We're going to run it back. We didn't hit our blue mana, but we still won the game. That's probably in relation to the fact that he had to mulligan twice. But that was his decision. He could have kept his hand at 7 cards, drew into what he needed. It's the risk you take. Like, we didn't hit our blue mana, and so if we would have got, blindsided, not being able to play our spells before we could win the game, well then, maybe we should have mulliganed. It's not just that we didn't have to show blue, we couldn't. We couldn't, we were locked up heavy, but it's fine. So they're probably doing all these sideboarding changes, where I don't even think it's the sideboard that mattered in that situation, or the cards. I think he had very fine cards. Okay, this is where we want to be. Keep. I'm not going to drop Roost of Drakes just yet. We're not kicking anything. And we're just hoping to hit our 4th land. Dauntless Survivor, okay. They have fight spells. Like, if they just put a counter on here, fight, and swing in, it wouldn't be good. No blocks. Sentinel, okay. Wow, we're gonna hit our lands, guys. I'm just going to drop the Geyser Mage, no value. Next turn, we can Roost the Drakes. The next turn, we can Enter the Royal. Get 2 flyers. Alright. No blocks. Just notice the Deadly Alliance play here. How much damage they do? Yeah, let's just remove the threat. Didn't have to do that on our turn, but just felt like we needed to. Like, there was just no reason to not do it. 4/5. Glacial Grasp, that's excellent for us. Let's just Roost of Drakes. No attacks. If we get one more land, we're really set up for the Ghastly Gloom Hunter. This Sentinel's been kind of aggravating. Okay, they played that out of sequence. Is this haste? Like, why would we not use a creature we just randomly generated? I guess they wanted to draw the card. Oh, and there we go. So here, let's Ghastly Gloom Hunter. Alright. No attacks. Fell at our retreat. Okay. Land. That's bad. That's really bad. But we should be able to outpace it. Because even if we bounce the Sentinel at this point... Oh, wow. Okay, we're getting a little bit of life back. Shadowcat's really doing some work for him. Deadly Alliance. Boom. I mean, we're attacking in because we're not gonna block. We're at 9. And we got plays, so as long as we don't die this particular turn, we might have a chance. Cobra. Okay. We swing in. And we're going to drop the Scavenger and hold up the Glacial Grasp. Alright. We have a 3/3 lifelink. We have 2 3/3 lifelinkers. Alright. Constrictor. Glacial Grasp. Alright. They swing in 2. And I'm pretty sure that Shadowcat can't untap next turn either. Skulker. We played out of sequence ourselves. It happens. And honestly, we can hold up this into the Royal. We don't have a way to kill that fell at our retreat, so that's just value all day. But not air value. Pickaxe, alright. Stomper, okay. Things are getting a little nasty. Resolve all. They're trying to swing in for 5? Okay. They're gonna just let their Cobra die? Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. All right. They're definitely planning to try and kill us next turn. Let's put a couple more bodies out there and take away a body. That's a 4-mana card. 6 Stomper. Now we can just Deadly Alliance the Gloom Hunter and swing in lethal. Like, I'm more than positive they were gonna try to drop us next turn. I mean, can they still do it? They really need that guy on the board. Yeah. So they're gaining 4 life back. Block here. Oh, jeez. We're taking 8. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's game. All right. Sweet. Drop that. All right. Exacxies. Played right through that fell at our retreat. That was kind of a toughie. I feel like we had to really be patient there. Have confidence in our build. But we know we have a bunch of removal spells. I mean, the opponent had a really good build too. Anytime you can get fell at our retreat, it's just excellent. Thanks, Kiwi. Yeah, anytime you can get fell at our retreat, it's absolutely excellent. Who needs blue mana? We need blue mana. You saw blue mana is really what really drove us home that time with the Roost of Drakes and all the kicker access we had. And then kind of seeing their line of play where they were going to try to drop us. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, Avis. How are you today? I mean, let's just drop Gloom Hunter. This might not be getting us value soon, so we're just not even going to attack. I don't want to swing in 1 for them to crack back 2 and us not block. Okay. I mean, honestly, we can just drop the Skulker. Like, as long as they're swinging in on the ground, we don't really care too much. Alright, we're going to attack in because we're not going to block there. One more land and our deadly alliances are online. We also have Scavenger and Sky Dancer. Field research really came into play there. They crack in for 3. And they are running blue, so we got to be a little aware of potential counterspells. There we go. Alright, we're going to hold up the Deadly Alliance. Maybe they think we have counter magic. I mean, I guess another line of play is Sky Dancering up. Let's see if they have the counterplay. No. Alright. What are they following up with? I mean, we have 3 removal spells straight up. They could have a way to get their cards back from the yard, which I would assume, like with the way they're playing. One, two, three. Yeah, we're just gonna hold up again. And I guess that's smart to play like blue-black and have ways to get your Cunning Geyser Mages and things back from the yard after you attack with them. Alright. Alright, we're gonna drop that again. Perhaps we should have just Sky Dancered. Oh, sweet. So, we're gonna Geyser Mage here. Oh, sequencing. Excuse me. Alright, that doesn't have flying. Okay. We don't want them just to bounce our Scavenger. Right? If anything, we want them to just bounce the Constrictor. We want them to bounce these kicker guys. Constrictor. We're just limiting the value they get on the Geyser Mage while we can. And I really like these Gloom Hunters. They're going up way higher on my list of value creatures. Oh, Glacial Grasp. All right, swing in. Totally fine. Alright. Mace Deadly Alliance 5 mana again, but... Okay, we still have Glacial Grasp and Skydancer we can play at instant speed. That's fine. Wow. I mean, they're milling off some great cards there. Jeez. Not a single land. So you know we're due to flood out. Skydancer. Alright. We hit 2 of their spells. Back at you. That's what you get. Alright. Another Deadly Alliance. And we're just still gonna hold up Deadly Alliance and Glacial. We have, I mean, bring it, opponent. Bring it. So this is just gonna be a big guy. I mean, we can blow it up with Deadly Alliance. They could bounce our Skydancer. That wouldn't, I mean, no one would care. Seafloor Stalker, okay. They're trying to use their resources as effectively as possible, which is understandable. But I think we just have more value in this instance. Do we have another Gloom Hunter? Resolve. Alright. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We're gonna hold this land. 1, 2, 3. No. Because we could Glacial Grasp and Deadly Alliance. Pass. Alright. Let's see what they do here. Resolve. Are they going to play out of sequence? Because they just could have swung in. Yeah, that's what we wanted. Boom. Alright, they can bounce that. They don't matter at this point. We've kind of done what we wanted to do. Yeah. They can bounce the Scavenger. We'll just play it back. We have 3 flyers in the air. Well, 4 in the air. Geyser Mage. Okay. Bouncing Scavenger. Removal in hand. Deadly Alliance. Okay. Acquisitions expert. You're so late. We might just throw that away. Alright, they scoop it up. We're going against a blue-black deck. Oh, we couldn't look at the graveyard and stuff. We don't have any counter magic. Living Tempest just doesn't seem to be the sauce. In all honesty. Really surprised that we ignored the Subtle Strike. Could we... I did a lot of sealed matches to get into limited play. It's not exactly the same, but it does allow you to toy around with just a set, you know, a certain set of cards, and takes away the decisions of picks. Oh. Deadly Alliance. So is Deadly Alliance really like their only thing? We're going to run Thwart the Grave. We're going to take out... I mean, we might just run Thwart the Grave and add a blue land. And a swamp. Go up to 17 lands. That could be wrong, but in this instance... You said sealed levels the playing field? Yeah, I think so too. To an extent. Once again, it just takes away the stress of having to make picks. Oh, they're definitely trying to punish us. They're definitely trying to punish us. Oh, haha. Haha. Exactly. A seal pool, you don't have a choice on the cards at all. You just gotta make them work. We're not gonna... We want to trade there with the Gloom Hunter. Okay. They clearly don't want to trade with us. I don't understand why. I mean... Wait, that's a 2/3. Oh, jeez. I mean, do we care? Well, it'll get Death Touch. It'll gain Death Touch when we flash out our Sky Dancer. Yes, and Sealed gives you a lot of time to like think about your decisions, which I think is important. They're not gonna like this. Boom. Death Touch. Oh, they put a counter there. Sneaky opponent. We can Deadly Alliance. They didn't have any counter magic from the last game. We need one more blue so we can Roost of Drakes. Are they about to get their things back? I wonder what the decision... They could counter. But yeah, I did a lot of sealed play to get familiar with playing in a limited format. Let me think. What? It might have been Ixalan or Rivals of Ixalan, something like that. Okay, they bubble snare that one. Wind Rider Wizard. Like, I was playing on MTGO, and the Phoenix, the one that could like bring itself back from the yard or something. I know that's all Phoenixes, but I think it was Ixalan. Rekindling Phoenix. The card was a high dollar card when it came out, especially on MTGO. And when I was playing my sealed matches, it's like every other sealed pool, I was seeing one. So it was paying for my draft like literally every time. It was great. That dang Sentinel. That's Rooster Drakes. Now we can't push through. Good play, opponent. And we're out of cards. And they're not. Way worse shape than before. They're trying to play their Gloom Hunter for 6. Or they could be trying to play a counter spell. They could even have a removal piece. No attacks. Living Tempest. Alright. Alright. Respectable. So they still get to get a play out. Opponent's in way better shape this game. Zulaport. Yep. Duelist. And we don't have the removal spell. Okay, they get rid of a land off the top for us. Okay. They run out their Deadly Alliance. And we'll run out our Scavenger. I mean, they got a grip full of cards. They haven't played their 6th land yet. So that's a concern. They have 2 defensive flyers for us. Was that a bad swing with the Ghastly Gloom Hunter? We didn't have anything else to do. Yeah, we'll drop the Skulker. It's kind of painful. We've run out our whole hand. No draw power for us. So we're just kind of like top decking. They hit their 6th land. They not realize this is Death Touch. Oh, it has Menace. Meh. Alright. Gloom Hunter. Okay. Acquisitions Expert. No attacks. We almost had to do it. I didn't want to start taking 4 damage right there. Oh, Deadly Alliance. Alright. Like, with it having Menace, like, it was just going to keep doing that, right? One, two, three. 2 lands. Right. Try to clean up some of these flyers. Alright. Sweet. Alright. 2 really good spells. You're possibly right there, Kiwi. Just sometimes I don't want to allow something to, you know, keep happening every turn when we could just cut it off right there. And we were just more concerned about the air game, in my opinion. That's all we were concerned with. Cleaning up those couple of flyers and swinging in for hefty damages. Sweet. So we got 2 games in, so we get 1,000 gems, 4 packs. All right. Let's see. Is there anything we really want to change? Is Living Tempest really doing anything for us? We got all these Deadly Alliances, which is really what we've been needing. We forgot the Subtle Strike. All right. You said if you're on a turn 3 turn clock. Yeah. This is best of 3. I hope my title's updated. At first I thought we were going to be doing a quick draft. But instead we're currently doing a traditional draft best of 3. Zendikar Rising. This might actually be my first traditional draft of Zendikar Rising. Ooh. Alright, we're just gonna drop Gloom Hunter. We're going against red. We have a lot of weak toughness creatures. Fissure Wizard. So they're gonna need to get our lifelinkers off the board. Hopefully they're not like red, green, rush. Yeah, the title probably does show quick draft, but quick draft wasn't even available. Huh. They got a difficult decision here. Oh, we got... And since y'all are commenting, let me go grab some codes to throw in the chat. Boom. Copy. You already know it's first come, first serve on those. Alright. We'll drop blue mana so that we're able to enter the royal when we need to. And we'll just drop another Gloom Hunter. And now we have Into the Royal, Deadly Alliance. Or set they can swing into, but we're just gaining it back. Blood Priest, okay. Wow, they don't even swing in. It was free swings. We're gonna destroy that with Deadly Alliance. Oh, it has haste. Zagras, Thief of Heartbeats. Alright, value. Ooh, Roost of Drakes. Haha. Yes, please. We're going to hold up Deadly Alliance, though. We already know what they're playing next turn. Zagras. Yep. We'll let them swing in again. Deadly Alliance. Ooh, Roost of Drakes. Excuse me. So we went on and took out their... I'm sure they have a way to get it back. Their rare 6-drop 4/4 hasty flying death touchy guy. Which I'm sure they're not happy about. And we also have Glacial Grasp up, Acquisitions Expert. And we haven't even really tapped into all of our kicker spells. Are we going to get 3,000 gems off this draft? Hopefully. Alright, they're drawing cards. They're doing things. We're not going to block with any of our flyers. No blocks. Like, that's exactly what they want. Royal Mage. Stop, Mike. Acquisitions Expert. They only have to reveal one card. Jeez. Geyser Mage, so their other two spells must be gas. Alright. Swing in 4 in the air. Hold up, Deadly Alliance, and Glacial Grasp. Ooh. It's looking pretty rough if they don't have flyers. If Zagras is their only flyer, though they had Living Tempest too. They didn't even hit their blue mana. So, I don't know. Seems like as long as we hit our... Well, that's something. We'll block with Acquisitions Expert. Main 1, 2. Yeah. Goodbye, you. Wow. Well, that's something that just happened. Wow. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll be at 9. So they need a removal spell here. That was painful, not letting the Zagras die. Like, that was an easy win if Zagras would have just perished. No blocks. They need another flyer and a removal spell. Or a removal spell. Here. And we found Deadly Alliance. And that's GG. Okay, so they have Thwart the Grave, Zagras, Living Tempest. They're not really milling us. I mean, I liked how that went. I really did. We're just going to run it back. See what they bring in to thwart our game plan. I know they're frustrated. Like, they had a really cool rare with the Zagras. Didn't even really have a chance to see what it did. But we don't even have counter magic, so we're not going to be able to stop those spells that bring things back from the yard. Oh, wow. That's what's up, Kiwi. I gotta get into historic. I gotta get into historic. It seems like that's where all the fun is. On arena at least. You saw my try on the standard ladder last night. Foreign. So you can just imagine how historic would be for me. It's crazy. I went from thinking standard was the easiest format for MTG, but they're all difficult if you're out of the loop. Opponent's probably doing some major sideboarding to deal with our flyers. They're probably bringing in some hand hate too. Jeez. So do you ever like join any big tournaments, Kiwi? Do you shoot for Mythic or try to qualify, or you're all about just getting on every now and then and having some fun? Because you have a lot of really cool strategies. Oh yeah. I wonder how the cycling. I'm sure they have cycling new perspectives. Um, with like the Zenith flare. Oh geez. We gotta. I won't say this is a good hand, but it's a hand to start with. We really need our second black source specifically. Yikes. Lithiform Blight. Yeah. Oh my gosh. You're a wild man, Kiwi. Absolute wild man. We really, really need a black land. Are people running Zenith Flare like a Jeskai version? Um, of new perspectives? We're just gonna run out Geyser Mage. We want to just drop a body on board. They don't have one yet. We have 3 mana Deadly Alliances. Yes, please. You don't like it? I like Zenith Flare as a card. I mean, it's frustrating to me when I get beaten by it, but just as a card design, I think it's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna drop our 2/3 flying rogue. Let them start killing our things. Having 3 mana Deadly Alliances is pretty sick. I feel like this deck really came together. All right, like I said, I felt like they were gonna bring in some kind of hand hate against us, and they're looking at our hand like, oh, geez. All right, they go on and kill that. All right. So now we have Deadly Alliance still. We have Glacial Grass, and they know about these things. Yeah, I do too. Like, they use their resources to deal with our two biggest threats, which was smart. Very smart. But I think that's all they really did was sideboard to try to defend, but not win here. Are they bringing back creatures from the yard? Oh. Huh, that doesn't help you, buddy. I mean, draws them a couple cards, mills them a little bit, but loses them 2 life. That's just unfortunate for him. Swing in. Run out the wizard. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Because they could kill the Geyser Mage and just leave this at 1. That's not enough to kill him. But they know we have 2 removal spells. We have 3 pieces of removal in hand. Sir, that's just a little bit too late. Okay. Alright. Good game. And this opponent was a really good sport, too. Sweet. I feel like this deck really came together today. Been trying to get 3 wins in a traditional draft for several days now in Kaladesh. Been coming a little bit short of it, so I'm very excited to have reached it today. Let's make sure we... Okay. So yeah, Rooster Drakes was, as always, just a absolute bomb. Yeah, that's big gems. That's 3,000 gems, I believe. But Rooster Drakes was an absolute bomb. Merfolk Wind Robber wasn't the best. But having a 1/1 flyer was pretty good. I love Ghastly Gloom Hunters. I feel like they allowed us to play strategy, well, play in a way that was a little bit more versatile, maybe. Is that what I'm looking for? Like, I feel like I was swinging all the time and gaining life back, literally. And even late game, a 3/3 kind of makes up for not having it early. I don't think we got in a single swing with the Scavenger. Not a single one. But it was there as an absolute threat. Acquisitions Expert was good most times. Enter the Royal, great. I think we kicked it just about every time we wanted to play it, drew a card. Field Research was great. Glacial Grasp, as always, great. Wizard. Once again, not something that gained us value in this draft, but it's a great card and can allow you to filter. And I think what really brought everything together was having, party members and 4 Deadly Alliances. We had a whole play set of Deadly Alliances today. How's the opponent supposed to deal with that? So yeah, today's deck was absolutely ridiculous. Let's add that to decks. Claim prize. That's 3,000 gems, people. Guys, it's been a great day. You guys are fantastic. I am Mr. Clintastik, and I will see you guys next time.